Hey folks, so my OBS for some reason, my streaming program for some reason totally collapsed. I have no idea what happened there. We're gonna get rid of their Danitha, that looks a bit scary. And probably we're just gonna give flying to Baird. And I guess we're just gonna get in for 8, right? And try and race my opponent. They have to pay a lot of mana if they want to attack me. I have a couple of decent blockers. So I'm not very afraid of them. They can't pay for everything. Yep, you can come in with that, I don't mind. Sure. I mean, almost dead. This is just gonna be a cool race here to see what we can do. I'm gonna try and draw 2 cards just to see whether we get anything good. We actually do. Well, we're certainly gonna attack again. And our opponent is on 2 health. And good, they can't. Maybe if they would have come in with everything, it would have been okay. No? Maybe not. Well, that's that. Anyway. Folks, Dominaria is fun. It's been a very, very weird and janky set. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend drafting it just to fill out your historic collection. It's not a bad. I mean, if you do want some of the janky, funky cards, it's good, but it's one of the more underpowered sets. There aren't a lot of highly playable, very valuable cards in the set, I would say. There are a couple, but not a crazy number. And it's like, the curve is nice, but we need blue for everything. And in general, our deck needs blue to function, so we can't go with that. But this is okay-ish. We're gonna ship one of the islands back and then hope to, I don't know, get some early play, and by the time we get to Baird, get some more mana. Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend drafting this set just to fill out your historic collection necessarily, because it's not like a high value set. It's not like Eldraine, where we still use a lot of cards in historic from that set, or Strixhaven, where the archives are still very, very valuable. But it certainly is a good set. Ravnica is maybe better because it has the shock lands. This one has the check lands, but to be honest, the check lands are important for historic. If you're playing slower decks, they're very good. And they can really help control decks, mid-range decks, to be viable, especially if you're playing 2 colors, because then you will have enough lands with the basic land type. And so your mana base can be a little bit better. As you saw, we saw two checklands go around. There was a Sulfuric Falls, which is the red blue. If you have a mountain or an island in play, it comes into play untapped. And we actually drafted the black-white. I don't know the name, but it does the same thing. If you have Swamp or Plains in play, then it's going to come into play untapped. It's very useful, obviously. We're going to play Bard first. It's a nice text. The sooner we start taxing our opponent, the better. And next turn we can double spell. Oh, we can't double spell. Should have brought Jodah then. Anyway. It's a good blocker as well. Opponent also has Opt. Wouldn't have been happy if they would have bounced Baird. Yeah. So hopefully they don't have some removal or bounce spell. That would be quite a big tempo swing for them. Untamed Kavu. So Dominaria is supposed to be this. Ouch! This is going to be a problem. Definitely need to cast Arcane Flight now. On to Baird, and we will also cast the Disciple. And Baird will go in. He has Vigilance, so that's good. If my opponent wants to start attacking, it means he has to pay 2 mana, which is brilliant because, you know, that means that they can't play their spells on curve, and they need a lot more lands just to make their deck function normally. Oh, that's very lucky though. That's a bit nasty and dirty. That's a bit nasty and dirty. Are we gonna trade here? I think we are. I think we're gonna trade here. Or we actually aren't. We're gonna sacrifice the Disciple. We're gonna bring Jodah, and Jodah is gonna be the one taking out the Protector, and Baird is gonna keep getting in. I think that's gonna be the right thing to do. Ooh, actually, that's even better. That's even better. Fight with Fire would be beautiful for 8, but it's still very far, so we're just gonna do this for the moment. Get in with Baird, keep blocking their creatures and taxing them, whatever they do. And I think that's a good position to be in. Yeah, so Dominaria is supposed to be the plane where most of the basic story of Magic takes place. A lot of it least and the fairies from Dominaria and a lot of the famous characters, and it's this magical land which has a lot of species, Kabus, elves, humans, saprolings, whatever, mage schools, wizards, and it's just a quite diverse, interesting environment. And this is a little bit like a supplemental, almost like a core set in a sense. It hits a lot of the basic core things. It's not really a core set. It's been an expansion, but yeah, it's a fun one. It has kicker and a couple of other simple mechanisms. Wizards get a lot of bonuses. Some spells are cheaper to cast if you have wizards in play. Some cards get... Ooh, that's pretty clutch, yeah. In Bolas's clutch is clutch. I mean, that's one of the strongest spells probably of the draft. It just steals a permanent. That's it. Wow. Cool. Opponent top decked well. We will draw that, remove our own Baird, and keep getting in with Jodah. We won't let our opponent enjoy having that Baird for too long. Yep. Oh, I'm so stupid. I could have exiled their Bolas's Clutches, because that can exile an enchantment as well. What? Oh my god, what a mistake. Oh my god, what a mistake I made. I totally forgot that Blessed Light can exile an enchantment. And I could have just exiled their Bolas's Clutches and then attack with Baird 2. And I would have attacked them down to 4, and next turn I would have lethal in the air. Oh my god, what a holder that was. Good grief, people. Well, anyway, live stuff. People don't punt. We might win even so, but not sure now. If they can remove or block Jodah, then we're in trouble. Yep, that's what I thought. They're gonna draw removal just at the right moment, and we're gonna be in trouble. Wow. And our Knight of Grace won't be able to get in because I already used up my Arcane Flight on Baird. Please come and attack. We keep drawing lands now, so that won't be good. Gosh. I would have won this game if I exiled Inbolus's Clutches with the Blessed Light. It's so unusual that something, and now they're gonna get 10 lives in the Cross and Druid. It's so unusual that something exiles creature or enchantment. It's usually like enchantment and artifact. But I have to remember this, right? I haven't played with it in years. So, you know, this is how it is. And now we are on the land train firmly. We're 8 lands already, so 9. We're gonna keep probably 1 or 2 more. And that's how Arena works. And that's how Magic works in general. Lands come in clumps. And, yep. Another land. And next turn we crack that, but it's just gonna draw us into more lands. And we're gonna lose from here. I threw this game so hard. I threw this game so hard, people. Ouch. Don't throw your games, is my advice. We're on 16. It's about 5 turns too late. Only about 5 turns too late, yeah. Nothing bad. It would be nice to cast it when opponent casts Eviscerate. Opponent is sitting on something. Yeah, this just isn't gonna do it. This just isn't gonna do it, people. We're gonna be dead here because our opponent has some instant speed interaction they're keeping up, and yep, that's not gonna cut it. I think they're gonna have like a bounce spell and a removal spell, and then we're just dead. No, we're not. That's weird. Okay, let's see what we get. Maybe we get some more removal. Opponent's thinking about countering our divination. They did not counter our divination. Well, I think I'm gonna cast Tiana or Mesa Unicorn. I mean, let's maybe just attack first. Yeah, that has to attack. The opponent can even take it, right? Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's absolutely horrible trade, but it is what it is. I think I'm just gonna cast Mesa Unicorn and keep up Unwind, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep Unwind. Very mistrustful of my opponent here. They must have some more removal. They're playing heavy black, so wow, Mammoth Spider, beautiful. That's a big problem as well. It's a big problem as well. How do we get rid of it? And how do we attack past it? We can get rid of the druid here. That's something. I think I'm quite content with that. They can't keep attacking in. That's okay. We gain some life. Oh, they want to get rid of the Knight of Grace. Really? That's interesting. I thought my lifelinker will be the priority. Fair enough. First striker holds these back better. Okay. We keep getting lands very steadily. Definitely gonna put Deep Freeze there because I don't want something to start attacking me for 3 per turn. I can't cast this and keep up Unwind, that's a problem. I think I'm just gonna keep up Unwind. I do want to catch out something. If they have a Planeswalker, another Bolas's Clutches, or Divination. Divination is perfectly fine to catch out, I think. I don't want them to draw 2 cards at this point. No, thank you. No. Untap some lands. I don't know what my opponent has, so we're gonna let that Kabu come in. That's Vigilance. Ay. Opponent is thinking about whether or not to cast something. We draw land number 11. We're definitely leading the game in terms of lands. But then again, in terms of card draw as well. Oh, lands it's not number 12. There are still 5 in our deck. That's a lot. Ay. Not good. We can start going in again, but they gained casually 13 life. So they're back on 16 from 3, where they were a while ago. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, this is a long game, god. The good thing is they lost reach on the spider. Oof, that's very nice. That's actually very nice. Because that means that I can start attacking without being too afraid of dying immediately. I mean, they can still come in for quite a bit. Well, but we have to start pressuring their life total. Yep. And then what we can do, if they attack with everything, that's how much damage? 7, 8 damage. We can use the unicorn. No! It's so unfair. That's unbelievably unfair. You can't top deck Black Blade Reforged like that. No! Dude, that's... Oh my god, and they get trampled on it. I really threw this. I would have had to exile the Bolas's Clutches, of course. Man, this is just rude. Well, whatever I do, they're going to kill me because the Kavu has trample. The Kavu has trample, so whatever I do, this one's gone. Wow, such a sad defeat. Oh no. Right, but it was a fun game. Yeah, could have won it if I remember that the Blessed Light can exile enchantments as well. Yep. Reading the card explains the card. That's a very important truth in Magic. So, you know, in case you're like, I'm not sure how I'm going to solve this situation, read your cards before you cast your cards. And that's a pretty good idea in general. Okay, we have aggression, we have a flying Misa unicorn, we have everything we could want. We have a little bit of combat trick removal. Perfect. We're gonna have this flying unicorn flying next turn up in the air. Alright, we don't care about the elves so much at the moment. And we're gonna let our unicorn fly, get him for 3, add our life total a bit, make our opponents a bit lower. We're going to Fiery Intervention, and that's 5 damage. But we're gonna give it +2 because it gives it indestructible. So even though it puts it to 0, it doesn't die. And we can bring Jodah. So we have 7 damage in the air. We are on track to win this. We can of course mess up. So what is this Fiery Intervention? 5 mana. Choose 1, destroy target artifact or Fiery Intervention deals 5 damage to target creature. And we see this big golem fighting a Tree Fog, burning something is easy, choosing a target can be more difficult. And we see Chandra desperately trying to figure out who she should burn. We're going to cast Diana as well. This way if they kill our Misa Unicorn, it's going to come, the Arcane Flight is going to come back, which is useful because it can bounce. Well, yeah, 3 flyers. Yeah, that's a good game. GG's. Oh, the previous one was the same. I should have been 3-0 already. Ah, what a stupid mistake on my part, people. What a stupid mistake. That was a howler. Meanwhile, I'm looking, where is my phone? Should be around here, yeah. Okay, well, let's go. Let's go. Alright, that's a beautiful hand. I mean, so far, one thing that's sure is that our draws have been fantastic. I got all my flyers, and I got all my colors. I get now another, again, Jodah, which is brilliant. We can establish a little bit of early game pressure. This is very, very good. I'm really spoiled, I feel. The curves are just fantastic, and our opponent can gain a couple of lives, but... What? Oh, gosh, wow, look at that interaction. That's pretty cool, I like that. Yeah, we're just gonna bring the Sergeant to keep the pressure up and keep going in, getting in for 2. Many creatures are quite small in this set, so damage-based removal is pretty good. It works quite decently. Divination, yeah, we have that too. Let's hope we draw it at the right time. We have a decent board already. I think we're exerting quite a bit of pressure on the opponent. This is pretty good. We're going to be in for 5 a turn in the air. They're a little bit behind already, but they're ahead on... Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Even if you draw something strong, you won't be able to play it. So, what would I want to bump here? Sarah's Disciple, Jodah, or the Sergeant at Arms? Maybe the Sergeant is a good... So pumping the Sergeant would be good because if they cast one creature on the ground, it can't block it. It's not enough to stand in its way. Pumping the Jodah is good because the Jodah will be beyond a lot of removal that hits something for 2 or 3 health. And also if they cast a flyer, it's going to be unable to block Jodah. The Disciple is good because it has first strike, and if they have removal, they have to choose whether they cast it on the Disciple or the Jodah. I think I'm gonna go with this. This is maybe the safest investment. Yeah. And oh, Flash Flyer. Look at you, man. Look at you. That's pretty cool. Are we gonna go remove that? I don't want flyer, 3/3 flyer around. Especially not one that gives flash to other spells, all kinds of nasty artifacts and whatnot. And opponent has all the removal. Wow, very good cards here. Okay, we're gonna cast Juggernaut because it bumps the Disciple and also hits pretty hard. And what does my opponent have? He has another Navigator Compass, another 3 life. Gosh, dude, don't do this. So annoying, unbelievable. He has another removal spell. I can tell that already because they fixed for red. Okay, red and black, the same land. Ooh. How does that work for you? If they wouldn't have gotten again 3 life, they would be in trouble, but you know. Okay, Joseph is going to trade off with Juggernaut. Fair enough. Do you have the removal spells to deal with the situation. I mean, they have a huge card advantage. They have a huge card advantage, right? So their hand is full, but they didn't have anything for the Disciple. Good. Yeah, flyers in limited are always strong. That's an old truth. And if you're drafting and you get a good density of flyers on curve, that's almost always a solid plan. To me, yeah, well, I mean, going 7 would be brilliant, but I don't think this deck is that strong. I think they're more synergistic, like good Wizards decks. You can be drafted. I could have drafted one like a red-blue. If I have a bit more restraint and I'm not tempted by Jodah so much. Alright, that's unplayable, sadly. And Tiana, we're very, very far from casting Tiana. So we'll have to opt our way out of this. Gosh. We'll have to opt our way out of this. We don't need Arcane Flight at the moment. We would need another land. That's not bad. Okay. Now we're talking. We can cast 2 of our 3 cards. That's something. So from starting next turn. Good fixing. Yeah, this format, I remember this was a more aggressive format, but it seems it's not that aggressive actually. I think I'm gonna bring Juggernaut and try and keep up the will for its attack, and maybe it can survive an attack and take something out. I wonder what my opponent will try to do with it. Just shoot it? Yeah, just shoot it. Well, fair enough. They use some pretty good removal on it, so, we're not gonna cry over that. We still have a 3-2 attacking in the air from next turn on. And they have a 3-4 attacking in the air. Oy. Not good. Not great. No. Alright, we're just gonna attack and see what our opponent does. Okay, we're gonna trade here with the Adamant Will. Kill their Phoenix. We get Indestructible, so we're okay. We have 2 more removal spells already in hand, so that's okay. But we're not really drawing our lands, and we would really need... What the heck? Dude, lucky bastard. How many of those did you draft? How many of those did you draft? Man, that's annoying. That's annoying. Okay, let's race. Let's try and race, but I'm sure opponent has some tricks up their sleeve. They're going to remove our sentry. It's a beautiful draw from my opponent so far, to be honest. It's a beautiful draw from them so far. We're gonna give a +1/+1 there. Start getting in. What are they gonna cast the fight with fire on? I think the Knight of Grace is more dangerous because it has first strike. I would cast it on that. There's 1 more health and first strike. Yep. Very good opponent, very good. Smart choice. No, they have the Mirari Conjecture. That's so powerful. They're gonna get back Fight with Fire again. God, how annoying. Dude. That's brutal. That's just brutal. And we're not drawing a forced land. There are 13 more lands. More than half of our deck is made up of lands at the moment. And we're not drawing. Yep. And actually 2 non-lands are on the bottom. So in the next 23 cards, how many? 13 are lands. Oh god. That's a sorcery though, so that doesn't do much at the moment. We can keep racing for a little while. But we would really need to draw our removal. Gosh. We really need to draw at least one more white or red land urgently. And there are 11. So in the next, 22 cards, 13 are lands, 9 are non-lands. That removes everything. What? Oh god, I totally forgot about the kicker. We've been burned out. What a way to lose. Well, the Mirari Conjecture is a very powerful card. Okay, that is cool. I like that. That is pretty funny though. I think that's cool. We get one more rare wild card, and we get another copy of the Counselor. Can't take these things seriously, man. And yeah, we're gonna go and continue. This is very funny. I love this format. It's so janky. Fight with Fire is obviously OP, as is Mirari Conjecture. Mirari Conjecture is something that, if you build your deck really well, you could maybe even use in, well, Historic, probably not, but it's not strong enough for Historic anymore, that's for sure. But I don't know. It was a while ago, and you can make like a decent combo deck with it. Like if you discard it and bring it back, it can keep getting you cards. I don't know. I mean, I do need some lands, but not that one. I do need some lands. Well, we draw one anyway. So now we don't draw our blue and red lands again. Tough. This is not great. Okay, let's bring the Disciple. Let's keep up the pressure, bring on the pressure. We're gonna bring the Juggernaut as well. And hope that we can exert enough pressure to, I don't know, somehow get through. Bottles Gorger. God, these things. Yeah, you can block. You don't block. No, you're racing, I see. I see, you're gonna race. They have a fight spell, that's a problem. Wow, their removal is good. Their removal is super duper good at the moment, and we're never ever gonna draw our 5th land. That seems to be our curse again for this game. We had the same curse in the previous one, if you remember. Well, we drew our 5th, but it was another place. We won't be able to cast these cards, and that's gonna be a shame. That's gonna be a problemo. Big problemo. What's better here, Tiana or... Probably I'm just gonna cast the Frenzied Rage on the Knight here. Going for 6. Spore Swarm. Okay. And what do those spores do? Nothing. They came a bit too late or what? I don't know what my opponent's up to at the moment. Do they have 2 more Vicious Offerings? I mean, that would be... with Kicker. That's a problem. Well, not much I can do. Yeah, we're gonna keep our little spell because we want to kill that Gorger, right? We want to get rid of that Gorger. Yeah, we're just gonna do this and just go in. And yep. Very good, very good. That's fine. We're gonna get rid of the Gorger finally. Opponent is... What is opponent up to here? I don't know. Okay. Why is it better? I'm not sure. They die anyway without doing anything. Okay. And you made me discard my last 2 cards, which I could have cast. What do you have? Wow, look at that. The opponent has the full sports packet. And they're gonna get back something, I can see that. No, Karn! So Karn and Teferi, Karn, Sign of Urza, and Teferi are in this in Dominaria. I mean, don't play draft just to get those cards. But if you're a good drafter, you're gonna get a lot of packs, and that can help you to I mean, I'm gotta go face, right? Karn is dangerous, but I gotta go face and try and kill the opponent. So don't draft to get the planeswalkers, but draft to get packs. Do well in your drafts. Then you get the packs, then you crack the packs, and then you get the wild cards, and you can draft the planeswalkers. Oh god, they're gonna get something. Okay, I'm gonna give them another land. And this is how Karn works. Karn is a good card, but it does have its downsides. But they will have a good selection. They can get back those cards then. So from next turn on, basically Karn is gonna start drawing them cards, and yep, that's strong. That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong and annoying. So we need to draw something, right? Like if I go and attack, they're gonna block the Knight of Grace. It has menace, but they can still block it with the two Saprolings, and then sack those to the Omnivore, and the Omnivore can kill the Baird. That's not good. I think I'm still gonna send in the Knight of Grace though, because they have to double block it with the Saprolings, so that's still good. Yeah, I think that's fine. They can still sack it and gain some life. That's a bit sad, but you know, what can I do? What can I do? Not much. What? Are you sure? That's not gonna work out, man. That's not gonna work out. Because you sack that becomes a 5/5. But my guy has first strike. Okay, I don't mind. That wasn't bad. That wasn't a horrible trade. The problem is now they're gonna get back with Karn one of the two creatures, so they can cast like 3 creatures here, which is very annoying and unfortunate. I'm gonna crack my Memorial to Genius at the end of the turn, obviously, so that they can't make me discard anything with the Caligo Skin Witch. I'm gonna give them another. I don't understand why they don't get back the Duskbloom Talid. That's a perfectly serviceable creature in this situation. Oh, they're gonna cast the Gorger. Oof. Ouch. That's a tough one, yeah. That makes sense. That does make sense. Okay, we're gonna sack this and draw 2 cards. 2 lands. Beautiful. Actually, that's pretty good. Actually, that's pretty good. Quite lucky. Quite lucky on my part. And... oh, because... oh, shoot! It still has the... dang! It still has the 3 kick. Ah, God! How annoying. It still has the 3 counters. Soul Salvage was huge. Soul Salvage was huge for my opponent, and that might win him the game, because I can't attack through that with the Knight of Grace, right? I can get rid of the Sapling and get in for 2 with the Baird, but that's it. And then I'm done. Then Karn will start pooping out a construct every turn, and the construct will grow into like 4/4s very quickly. And we're gonna be dead. So I need to get on with the game until I draw my flyers. I still have three flyers, right? I still have Jodah, I still have the Avon, and I still have the Jin. I still have the Jin. Yep. But Karn is gonna start pooping out the constructs, sadly. Wow. No! He's still looking around. Well, I'm gonna give him a short sword then, and the Acolyte can go in there. Man, we're in trouble. That soul salvage really saved his little bum. That really saved him. That was the turning point, sadly. If he couldn't have cast this Baloth, this big Baloth, I would be in a pretty good position. But alas. Okay, I'm very happy that they milled the Eviscerate. That's pretty good. But they did gain 3 life. That's pretty bad. I would give that to the Baloth and start attacking, actually. I don't do that, and I draw a 2-2 on turn 15. Dude, that's rough. That's pretty rough. This is a protection from black, but this is not black. It can deal with all the black stuff, but hexproof from back, not protection. I don't mix up the two. Yeah, now he's just getting back all the juicy stuff, and he's gonna attack me down with the Acolyte easily in 3 turns. This is disgrace. It's a disgraceful way of losing the game. A sad and disgraceful way of losing the game, people. You have to admit that Soul Salvage and Karn into Soul Salvage was quite a draw. And we're not seeing any of our flyers. Opponent just keeps getting back creatures to buff their board, of course. Makes perfectly good sense. Good on them. And yeah, just gonna die to the Acolyte next turn. God, how annoying. How god dang annoying. I mean, if I give flying to the Knight of Grace, probably I should give flying to that, because that can get past the Acolyte, right? Yeah. So what we need to do... But wait a moment, if I do that, we can just pay the cost and attack with everything, right? And then this one doesn't have vigilance. No, it's menace first strike, but not vigilance. So if they attack me with everything, I'm gonna die pretty hard. I'm gonna die pretty hard to their swing back, because they're gonna come at me with 4, 7, 10, 11, 12, 15 damage. I'm gonna be in like 6 life. Bard can block 3 damage, but I'm gonna die. Yeah. I'm just gonna die. I mean, I can give flying to the Knight of Grace and wait and see, and then they can't keep coming in with the Acolyte. But I think I'm just gonna give flying then to the Unicorn. Maybe Bear. Oh, that's stupid I am. Beard has vigilance. Beard has vigilance. That would have been the right play here. Yep, Beard has vigilance. I should have given flying to Beard. He could have gone in, and he has vigilance, so he's perfectly fine to block. Because now they can kill me. Yep, they can kill me. Sacrifice 2 creatures, return target creature card from the graveyard. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna give them this because it doesn't do anything just this turn. Beard would have been perfect. Dang. But that's also going to be strong because they can sack the Balos and Saproling and get back, I don't know, something. Or they can trade with the... They're just going to sack like 2 creatures, right? And then that kills the Knight of Grace. Yeah, they can just sack 2 Caligo Skin Bitches or these 2 for 2 mana. And then it just becomes 7 something. They can even sack 3, that's fine for them. They have the mana for it. Ah, we have to sack Baird here. Yeah, it doesn't have trample, so that's okay. They're getting life. They can do this anytime, right? Ah, silly me. Then it doesn't matter. Yep, it doesn't matter. I can't really survive this. How many cards do they have? They actually don't have a whole lot of cards. Yeah, well, not much I can do. Yeah, well, they can't kill me with the Acolyte, but they can attack with everything else, and then I just die. And what the heck? Yeah, yeah, they can put that on the Homerid or the Unicorn, whichever is safer. Anyway, they can gain a lot of life with the Omnivore. I can't survive this turn, that's the problem. You can't survive this turn, they're just gonna kill me. They're just gonna kill me. Yep, they have lethal, easy lethal. Dang, this was a tough and sad one, to be honest. Yeah. I was close, but yeah, not close enough. I did at the beginning. I didn't draw enough lands, and then in the late game, I drew way too many lands. Ay, 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 ay. Well, anyway, this was a fun run. There was one game I punted that could have been won, and then it would have been nice to go one more time, but never mind. This was really good and really fun anyway. We get a couple of packs of Dominaria out of it, which is also fun and good. Which is mastery. Oh, these cards, man. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Such funny cards. Mishra the Self Killer. And Dominaria was full of these funny jank cards to me. Full of funny jank. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Right. I might play another Dominaria tomorrow. It's just fun. Anyway, this wasn't a very long run. I can play a little bit more. I'm gonna try a little bit of Historic Ranked, best of 3, and play a bit more with the Skurryok combo, just to see how it goes. And just for a moment, I'll take a very quick break and refill my tea. I'll be with you in a moment.